Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Hola a todos, sean bienvenidos a la fecha 4, carrera 1 del Sim Race City F4 Cup. El día de hoy estamos desde Long Beach para la carrera 1, estaremos en Sonoma para la carrera 2, así que sean bienvenidos, suscríbanse, denle like y quédense con nosotros.
Auch an die deutschen Zuschauer ein herzlich willkommen zur 4. Runde des GT Champions SRC F4 Cups. Am heutigen Renntag rasen die F4-Boliden über den Asphalt von Long Beach und gleich darauf geht es nach Sonoma, wo wir dieses Mal auf der Open-Wheel-Variante unterwegs sind. Ich wünsche euch viel Spaß beim Zusehen und lasst doch gerne ein Like und ein Abo da.
And welcome everyone to GT Champions. I am Fry doing the American version. So Sim Race City F4 Cup at Long Beach, everybody's favorite track. We had a few not make it today, but I know they're just going to miss the action today for race 1, round 4 at Long Beach. I am joined today by Mr. Chris Ball.
Hello.
Chris.
How's everybody?
They're hanging in there. We're still working on getting my hair plugs put in, so we'll get that fixed as we're moving along. Pix is here working our cameras and all our technical production as he makes us always look good and sound good. Want to say hi, Pix?
Hello.
And can't forget Mr. Eton, who keeps us all in check, and even because we have our live race steward, but he has a steward. Mr. Eton watches over Till. Say hi, Till.
Hello.
So see, we all got checks and balances around here. We're all keeping an eye on each other to keep things moving straight. So
we need to review that structure and figure out when did Eton become Till's boss.
I got an email over here. We are at Long Beach, opened in 1975. It says asphalt, but I'm pretty sure depending on which corner you're at, it's either concrete, asphalt, or some kind of street part of Long Beach. So this place is bumpy. It's tight. It's technical. You can see the painted lines. If you ever hit one of those with a race tire, it can totally throw your car off. So this is not a usual circuit that they get to run as far as it being a race course. Depends on how the traffic was over that past year, how the track could change. Lap record at 1:07, done by Alex Pillow, probably your recent champion. SimCity Racing presenting the F4 Cup. See all our details there. Now everybody's pretty much running the same setup from McComey setup. So it will come down to the drivers. They don't really get to mess with any shocks or wings or anything. So it comes down to the driver, which is how we like it, sort of a BOP car, if you will.
And something to remember is that the setup for the second half of the season has been altered pretty significantly from the first half of the season. So that not only are the drivers going to have two different track variations to deal with, but they're also going to have a completely different car. So now they had to relearn. Yeah. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and Sim Race City makes it all happen for us. I'm really excited to see. I know that Alan's out there watching from Sim Race City. Hi, Alan. He's not here with us today, so he must be doing something much more important because I know he loves this kind of series. But anyway, back to you, Fry.
In our standings, yeah, Mr. O'Shea way out in front. Everybody was maybe hoping he didn't show up today, but Kostek in second, Rafael Rodriguez in third, Patrick Rich in fourth. Only 4 points behind Rodriguez, so he does have a chance at the podium. And Mateo Jacinto running out your top 5. But as you see, real close right there, probably from about 4th to 10th. They're all right there pretty close together. We've had a few not make it today, so we could see a big point swing as they'll start off at Long Beach. Last time we were here, we did have a few little incidences, and one guy left the track, but technically didn't leave the track. And after that, they'll be going to a different layout at Sonoma. It will not be the same layout that they ran last time. So going to be a little more interesting when they get out to the open circuit. And didn't you say it's the NASCAR circuit we're running, right? Oh, the IndyCar circuit. Okay. So yeah, there's too many layouts at that place, but it's so much fun. That's why everybody's like, I hate this place. I don't want to go get it. And then they drove the track and now everybody has it. So we're definitely one of our favorites here. And qualifying just wrapping up. And it looks like Koscheck is going to lead us off. Patrick Rich in second, Michael Cook Jr. in third, Rafael Rodriguez in fourth, Steven Saunders in fifth. That's Mr. Consistency right there. Billy J. Sigmund in sixth. Rory O'Shea, your point leader right now, will start in seventh with Adriel Duna in eighth, Mateo Jacinto in ninth, Rick Javorka in 10th, Corey Vaughn in 11th, and Frank Nunzio will round out our top 12.
Hey, quick interjection there, Fry, as far as race direction is concerned. Rory O'Shea has a start from the end of the longest line penalty for this race. So when you see him not show up on the grid, it's because he's he wasn't supposed to run the qualifier, but he did. So now he's got himself. He did not. Okay, so it should have put. Oh, some other people, I guess, maybe didn't too. Okay, well, then he got lucky. So, okay.
That's the one guy nobody needs to give a break to at this point.
Yes, exactly.
You might have to reinforce his penalty where he starts like half a lap behind or something.
Yep. All right. So let's see. We're going to be starting this grid start here any moment. It looks like we're just waiting for the rest of the cars to get to the grid. And where does Rory end up at? He was right behind his teammate Steven Saunders in the number 81 back there. So,
and no formation lap. We just grid and go.
Oh yeah, this is open wheel, baby. It's launch off the grid. Let's see if this. Let's see how this goes. We're waiting on one more. We're waiting on Andre Duna and Rafael. Okay, Andre.
Hopefully he's joining and not texting.
Yep, he's going to be starting from Billy. All right, here we go. So Kostek up front. Patrick Rich is going to be on row 2, and off they go. Everyone gets a good start up in the front row. The back row got kind of a weird start. Really slow response time, but Kostek's going to grab that front spot, hold on to that front spot, but he's got to fight Patrick Rich for it. This ain't no Mustang, Patrick, so you better be careful.
Of course, it's got a Mustang motor in it, though, as they go side by side coming through the fountain turn, which is never, ever go side by side through that turn. No matter what, you have to be single file going through there. It's one reason people hate this place. It is extremely hard to pass. Solo is going to lead us off. Patrick Rich in second, Rafael Rodriguez in third, Michael Cook in fourth. It is Michael Cook, see? And O'Shea, who was supposed to start, I guess, toward the back, has moved his way all the way up to seventh. Sigmund in 8th. Everybody's going single file. Don't think we had an issue in the back. I think everybody's just kind of fanning out. Okay. Looks like they might have had a little bit of drama in the back. Now everybody's just kind of going.
Should be an interesting race for sure.
Yeah, I think everybody from the first time has learned a little bit of a lesson about this place. A lot calmer start this time around than we saw in the first go around. And when you get to the fountain turn, everybody tries to make a pass there because the turn before it, usually you can get a good run. But once you catch up through there, there is no way to go through there. My personal preference, they can make it a little wider. But or move those tires right there.
Yeah.
Oh,
these guys. Close. Oh, there's Steven.
He's got, I think that's like standard camera position now because he moves his camera every time. So I think he's found a spot that he likes.
I'm kind of jealous. I see that third monitor now. He's got himself set up quietly, not telling anybody that he's got 3 screens to stare at. That's nice. I like it.
You know, that might have been why he's moving the camera around all the time. He might have had that third screen for a while now. Yeah, Sonder.
Oh!
We're blaming this one on Chris.
Look away before he's going to have daggers in his eyes for you picks. He's got a toe. Oof.
And it's those tires right there where it's, you know, the placement is done like that on purpose. But if you just take that one row out, he doesn't clip the tires. Just move them.
Then he would just clip the next row of tires.
Why you got to move tires? You know, I'd rather hit a wall.
Drivers always look for the fastest way around the track, and it's always right next to the wall. So they would just all move closer to the wall.
Rory starting to ascend and make his way up to the front as we usually see him run. He's only had, I think, one race where he didn't crash out, but he did have a rough race. Other than that, I mean, I think he's ran first place, maybe a second in there somewhere. So everybody's got their work cut out to catch up to Mr. O'Shea. But Solo right now with the fastest lap of the race and a 2.4 second gap over Patrick Rich. So he's going to look to run away with the race. Remember, no pit stops, no strategy. It's pretty much full go. Everybody has the same car, same setup. Oh, here comes Michael Cook looking underneath Rafael Rodriguez. O'Shea's going to have to tuck in. There's no way you go 3 wide.
Oh, Rory's going to get a spot here. Oh, there he goes. Nice move.
Oh, what a pass on the outside.
He read that from like 500 meters away. He knew exactly what he was going to do.
And all of that brought Mr. Jacinto right on the rear end of Rafael Rodriguez. So one little battle can cause somebody to gain that much time on you and catch up. So open track at this place is very important.
Yeah, you want all that downforce on the car. You need it, especially in like turn 1 and that one. You just get right up near the wall and you just, oop, did someone just tap it?
I think he did.
Nope. Okay. Phew.
I think he tapped it, but he, no damage. He's just getting that yellow writing off the tire. Makes it go faster.
Black tires. Nice.
Hey, I do. I take it off every time on our races for GT7. I like black tires. I don't like any writing on my tires whatsoever. It's just kind of a thing with my car.
You're like, I don't want to give anybody free advertising.
Now, you can't see it anyway. It's just, you tell me what it says on the inside of that tire right now.
What happened to Frank Nunzio? He went into the pits.
Uh-oh.
Oh, this is that overtake. Look at that. Nice. Tucks it in there.
Whoa,
almost.
Careful.
Oh, I was going to say that was almost a mirror image of what he did to Rafael last laps.
Whoa.
Oh, this is what we're seeing. Woo. Race control's finding some good stuff.
Nice catch. But so far, I mean, a clean race. No big dramas, incidences. We haven't seen any parts.
Oh, Frank. He just came out of the pits, too.
Oh, and that is that corner. I understand why they put the tires there. It's to make the track a little more
Corey,
technical.
Corey.
Don't do it.
Lock it down. Whew. Nice save.
Another good save.
Well,
You know, I
remember
seen
that
it,
race a
Thomas.
while back? Oh, I was gonna say, remember that race a while back where everything seemed like all we were watching was replays of incidents?
Yeah.
It was like 10 minutes of, are we watching the real life race yet?
It's like, no, we're just going to keep doing this now. That way we can't get in trouble for all the commentator curses we seem to give out. Hello, Darius and Chris Kine. Thanks for joining us. Everybody out there watching it, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And tell your friends, maybe come race with us a little bit. It's, as you see, it's super fun. Oh, he is all over him. You know, you can't push with the front of that car. You may possibly rip your front wing off.
You sort of can, but you better have your nose cone directly under that rear the rear light. Like, I forget what they call that part of the car, the transfer case maybe? But it's that where the little red light is. Yeah, that right there. I'm getting a good look
That right
at
there.
it. If you're right there pushing it, but there's just not enough room in this track to do that. Now, if you're on an oval track, then yeah, you can make that happen. I've seen it.
Yeah, we can do those on oval tracks. We like, oh, easy. Oh, that was close. Oh, that was close. Look at that. He was so scared he went ghost mode.
That was
Look
his,
at that.
that's his oil slick mode.
Yeah. He's straight going ghost mode now. That's got to be aggravating if you were the car trying to follow that, though.
Yeah, Hinto's probably like, where'd he go? Where'd you go?
Like, imagine you go on the outside or inside and all of a sudden they just vanish, but you think they're gone and they're not. And
It's like Top Gun. Where'd he go?
Solo has absolutely, at the moment, ran away with this race. He's out to a 5-second lead. Patrick Rich has about 2 seconds over O'Shea. So this is going to be interesting to see if Mr. O'Shea can run all the way back. He's trying to break the slipstream.
That's awesome.
Rafael Rodriguez doing everything he can to keep Jacinto behind him, trying to break the slipstream going down the straightaway.
Don't touch me there. This is my no square.
That's Raphael's. If he had a digital LED sign on the back, that's probably what it would be saying across the back.
Oh, absolutely. And Crispin agrees. Yeah, that is just terrifying when a car just vanishes in front of you like that.
Oh, the joys of sim racing.
And that is so weird. Why does it keep doing it in exactly the same spot? It didn't do it right there, but that's the exact same spot he disappeared in last time.
Oh,
No!
wow.
Oh.
Guys, oh no! Oh, they both got. I mean, I think Jacinto's just like sick and tired, and he was going to try to fight him over the spot. And
No, don't hit your teammate.
That's your
Don't hit your
teammate. Hey, go slow. You have no rear wing. Oh, he's going to find out in short order just how much downforce he doesn't have on the back of his car.
And you know, for slow corners, you would think, it doesn't matter. No, it does tremendously.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that was not a good one. I think Saunders is also out. Looks like he's in pit lane. Rafael Rodriguez. Now they all do get the fast repair, right? So they can come right back out.
Steven used his already, but
so they can come right back out. And of course, the issue being no pit stops. It's only 25 minutes, and it is just as fast as you can go the whole time. Wow.
the wing just says, okay. Oh, jeez. What is going on there?
I don't know if he just ended it all or if the car wouldn't turn.
He just ended it all. I'm jumping off the cliff. Done.
And look who is right behind Patrick Rich and making his way. Now, he's got a pretty good, he's got 15 minutes to still catch Solo.
Yeah.
Now, what's not going to help him out is Patrick Rich has now joined a team, and he will have excellent liveries on his cars from this point moving forward. So
He also is going to get some good training with the hybrid team.
absolutely. And he looks like he's starting to do a little better as he's running in second in this series.
Oh, who's it going to be?
And you talk about a dangerous pit road entry. That is just how you have to wait till you're clear to turn into one of the hardest corners on the track.
I think he did.
Here he goes,
boy.
looking on the inside. Patrick Rich with the bright green rims. O'Shea with the black rims. Oh, I thought they were going to touch right there. That building was in the way. I was holding my breath as they came around the other
what
side.
is it going to look like on the other side of the camera?
I did.
Kostek is pretty quick.
Yeah, and just he seems to like this place at the current moment in time.
Well, just remember that these guys are driving a whole new fixed setup now. So the cars they're slower, meaning not because of any horsepower or anything. There's a much higher rear wing angle on these to give the rear end more downforce. The balance of the car has been adjusted. So these cars are a little bit more stable for the less experienced drivers, and it's giving the really experienced drivers a very different car to drive. Because remember, you can make a lot of adjustments to cars, and an amateur driver or somebody who doesn't spend a lot of time in them may not notice the difference. But if you always drive on the edge like Rory and Kostek and those fellas, they're going to notice the difference in what this car is doing, and they'll figure out a way to maximize that for the track.
Absolutely. I was wondering how these new setups, so for the next 6 races, they'll all be running a different setup than they had in the first 3 races. And I think, I could be wrong, but they added a lot of downforce for all the tracks and to make the car more stable, to sort of level out the field.
Yeah.
So I think we're seeing that kind of benefit some people. Others might.
Just to be clear, Fry, it's not the same setup for every single track. Every track actually has a different setup for suspension, ride height, things like that. It's just there was a overall change to increase rear downforce. And decrease.
No matter the setup, they added the downforce, right?
Yeah. Well, so we added downforce to the rear of the car to give it more grip in the higher speed corners under acceleration, and decrease the front downforce to give the car more understeer, so that it's, because one of the things the drivers that are less experienced is those front wheels have a ton of grip, and you turn the wheel, and if you're on the throttle or just a little too hot in the corner, that back end's coming right around. So we decrease front downforce to induce more understeer, and increase the rear downforce for more grip, and the balance is pretty good. Slows the car down a little bit, but
hey, it seems to be. That's what's more important, is everybody having a stable car. O'Shea has now grabbed the fastest lap of the race, 1:18.749. Solo takes it right back as soon as I'm talking about it.
Yeah, and last lap they were 7 seconds apart. Now they're 8 seconds apart. So Kostek says, I'll see your fastest lap and raise you a second.
And with only 10 minutes to go, he does have a chance to keep it out there and keep some championship hopes alive. But I think O'Shea might wrap it up this weekend or next weekend. I think he's got a chance.
One more race today, and he does not have a penalty in the second race. It was only for the first race.
Correct.
So, yeah. We'll see how he does in the second race.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think he liked the track that he wrecked at, but I think he just hit a curb or something. So, I mean, just saying, it's like, yeah, I like this place and I feel confident and I'm going to have a good day. And then you hit a curb and it changes everything. So we never know until the race is over how it's going to all work out.
Billy.
Calamity corner. Miss it. Don't hit it. Don't hit it.
Oh, he broke it. Yeah, it's done. They really need to make those rear wings a little bit stronger, in my opinion. They sure do come off all the time.
You move a couple rows of tires out there, you might have made it.
Hey, just as a point of reference, Fry, you're talking about Kostek and Rory. They are 1-2 in this championship, and Kostek is only behind by about 70 points, 69 points. So he's gonna have to do a lot of winning in order to do that, to win the championship. Now, if Rory finishes second like he's doing here, and he finishes first in the next round, I think he'll pretty much have clinched it, unless Kostek can steal all the bonus points and win every single round after it, like from everybody.
We still have a lot of races to go. You never know.
Yep. You never know.
O'Shea could have dominated the first half of the season, but Koscheck can come back and dominate the second half.
Kostek lost the car.
There
Unless
goes Kostek.
that happens.
Oh, we
It's
had to
all
say
out the
something.
window.
That was my
I
fault.
know. I'm gonna stop talking.
Ooh, that was close. He is driving right up against all. See, if there were no. Oh no.
Oh, that
Well,
was detrimental.
that's gonna be a pit stop. He had the fastest lap, and then Rory just took it on his last lap too.
Pushing too hard, no left front tire.
No, it's there. It's
Sorta.
getting some grip. There's some grip there. Well, maybe not. Wow. Thank goodness for the tethers.
Yeah. Right now he's like, no. Can it just fall off somewhere? Maybe we get a yellow and I get to come back around. So
Yeah.
Mr. O'Shea, who, technically we should make him start 7th in the next race since he didn't start at the back, I guess. I don't know.
No, the trick was he wasn't allowed to qualify, and so he didn't.
Oh,
no! Again?
Wow.
What is happening?
That's called driving
again.
up in the rear.
That's Jacinto and Rodriguez again. That's crazy.
They are definitely doing a little bit of battling today.
The Germans versus the Brazilians. That's. Or no, it's not Germany. What is that flag, Till? The German and is that Swedish flag? No.
German, Austria,
German,
Switzerland.
Switzerland. Okay, so it's Austria then?
Oh, he is just all over the back of Rodriguez. That was a hold your breath moment right there.
Raphael's just like, we have to do this again. Wait a minute, how did he catch back up to him? Oh, they both did wreck and they had to go pit.
Yep.
Okay. That's right. I was like,
it's one of those races where you're trying to get away from someone and then you just keep finding them.
This would, well, he had to win the first 6, which he didn't. He won the first 5. He didn't win the 6th race, but if he wins this one, well, that depends on. No, if he wins one more for sure, or if he places above like 4th place in one more race. So if he does that today in the next round, if he finishes in the top 3, I think he'll clinch it. Because I don't think anybody's going to get enough points. Well, no. He's only 69 points ahead of Kostek while going into this race. Let me do math while Fry talks.
Oh, again.
I didn't see it. Did he take out Rodriguez again?
Yeah, he does.
No rear wing.
Yeah, he does keep going ghost mode, and I'm so trying to. And that's what we talk about is you can't see them. I mean, if you try to go left or right or go around them, and then they're there but not there, but then there again, it's kind of hard to tell how close. Yeah, Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, definitely might have some connection issues because he has gone ghost mode like 6 or 7 times on the track. And the odd thing is, yeah, it keeps happening in one particular spot on the track consistently. But I guess he's kind of glitching around the track. That's very hard to not make contact with someone who's in front of you that you can't see, and then all of a sudden they're there, but not there. It's just that's too much. Michael Cook having a good race so far in third place, keeping it clean. Mr. Duna is in fourth place. Solo, with a little bit of drama, has now dropped back to fifth. Still holding fifth after. I mean, he drove it to the pits, so he didn't even use like the fast repair or anything. So that was a pretty good gap for him. Everybody's a little spaced out now as the track has sort of owned everyone except for Mr. O'Shea so far. You know, we could help everybody out and just show Rory for the last 3 minutes and just talk about Rory. We seem to have a talent. Little commentator's curse, if you will. We seem to get that from time to time. Little blame sent our way, which is always good fun.
okay.
Rory.
I have it sorted out. If Costech wins every single race and earns all of the bonus points, he still cannot beat. He'll be 1 point behind Rory, and that doesn't include today's race.
Wow.
So going into this championship if Costech won this round, which he clearly is probably not going to, but if he won this round and every round plus all the bonus points, he'd be 1 point behind Rory. But Rory's in this race and he's going to win. So yeah, this will clinch it, or it's probably clinched already. But after this particular round, yeah, if Rory wins it, he doesn't have to even show up for any of the races. I'll disqualify him if he doesn't. Like,
Right.
I'll take his championship if he does. If he just decides to leave for the whole rest of the season, yes, he will not be champion at that point.
I mean, although it's not a participation trophy, you do need to participate in order to get your trophy.
Yeah.
See what I did there?
I see what you did there. So yeah, look at that. Rory's gonna take, and basically he can do whatever he needs to or wants to for the rest of the season. And still fight and race. He's a racer. He's going to race every race and try to win, for sure. But at least that gives him the comfort of knowing he doesn't have to fight it out. Although I kind of wish the championship was still alive, like, for a few more rounds anyway.
Hey, don't forget, people still want second place and third place and, a podium finishing spots. And as you saw in our points, anyone from like fourth on down was very close in the championship. The few drivers out today, we're going to see some of these guys from the back make their way up to the front. Probably not Rafael Rodriguez, Nunzio, or Steven Saunders. They have had a bit of a day at the Long Beach circuit. Koscheck will come around to start his final, his final lap now. So O'Shea out front, Patrick Rich in second, Michael Cook in third, Duna in fourth, and Solo back to fifth. So, that's 2 races in a row where we have seen the fastest car not win the race. That started on the pole. Because I don't think Rory could have ran Solo down. I think he had him out front.
Yeah, he was doing great, and he just needed to survive the rest of it.
Rory coming home for the victory.
Yay!
Teammate Patrick Rich with his neon rims in second. And Michael Cook, great run.
Andre Duna comes home with the top 5.
Yeah.
Or no, yeah, after starting from the pits. Nice move.
I don't know how that worked out as far as the strategy goes, but it seemed to work. Maybe he was like, I'm just gonna get away from everyone.
No, I think he had a penalty. Let me look at that actually.
I mean, it's almost like a good strategy move at that point. Jacinto will come home in 6th. I think a few drivers might just be happy that this race is officially over. And they do not have to come back here for the rest of the season. Javorka in the Welch's Jelly livery. I like the livery, looks pretty good. Not a big grape jelly fan. I kind of like the strawberry myself, so I'm not sure what flavor he's representing there.
It was that he did have a penalty, but it wasn't to start from the pits. It was just a no qualifying, and he just forgot to grid. So he probably could have been up there giving them some hay, in the course of things.
I think his avoid chaos strategy worked out pretty good. So we're calling that one. So Rory is your winner. Patrick Rich in 2nd. Michael Cook in 3rd. Duna in 4th. Koscheck in 5th. Mateo in 6th. Rick Javorka in 7th. Corey Vaughn in 8th. Billy J. Sigmund in 9th. Rafael Rodriguez, Frank Nunzio, and Steven Saunders are your non-finishers. But they get a second chance because we have another race coming up at Sonoma in a different layout that they did not run last time. So hope everybody got your practice in, and we'll get ready for race 2 coming up shortly.
So I super duper want to have some fun tomorrow, Sunday. We're thinking a Sunday fun day of something really you don't see a lot of if you've seen it ever. GT3 cars on the oval. I don't know which oval. It could be Talladega, or it could be Daytona, it could be Indianapolis, but it would be GT3 cars racing on the oval. I'm not sure I've done that in iRacing or not. That would be interesting to see how that works. So I think we'd do that. If we did that, it would be probably the same time as today, just tomorrow, if that works for everybody. Well, listen to our Discord. Keep an eye on our Discord. We'll give you some more details on that. That'd be fun.
Maybe about like a poll or something.
No poll. You either going to show up or you don't. It's Sunday
Just-
fun day.
I just
We
meant
open up the world.
to gauge the interest.
Oh, gauge interest. I got you. Maybe a broadcast, maybe not a broadcast.
At 30 cars on track, we might have to do a little commentating.
Well, I will be on the track racing in that one, absolutely. So if we do find our way there, that'll be fun. I did a little bit of practice today, this morning in the Corvette on Daytona for practice for next week's Daytona 24-hour. That's gonna be a race, man. I'll tell you what.
I'm driving a Ford Mustang.
You're not driving anything, mister. You gotta become an
I said,
official iRacing member.
I said, are you driving a Ford Mustang?
No. For that? Yeah, probably. I could do
Yeah.
that.
See, then, you would win because you're in a Ford at Daytona. See?
There you go. Yeah.
See, I know how to strategize.
Do you? Okay. All right.
I've done 0 practice for the race that we have coming up tonight. Not even 1 lap. So yeah, I'm totally ready to go.
That seems like something you should probably do if you're going to be, doing a race. I'm just saying.
I'll squeeze in time from time to time.
Sonoma, this one's going to be so much different. I can't wait for you guys to see this track. It is a lot of fun. We'll be right back to you guys. Tell your friends to come watch.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need: Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
Hey folks, welcome back. So, wanted to give a little shout out to our corporate sponsor, Origin Micro. They're our global sponsor here for GT Champions. You need to go check them out, especially if you have anything to do with IT or if you have anything to do with using a computer. And I'm pretty sure most everybody on the planet uses a computer at one point or another. But they got some great deals there. We actually have in the works, we ran into a couple little snags, but in the works, two different custom setups for people that want to buy computers for iRacing. And so Origin Micro is putting together a special package with a significantly reduced price for GT Champions folks. So stay tuned for that. We're going to bring that to you. We're having some issues with a back end something or other. I know what the something other is, but I don't want to go into a whole training session on IT and servers. And but in any case, they're working on it. Go check them out. OriginMicro.com. Tell them GT Champions sent you, and they'll help you out. They're good. They're a good group of people. They got everything. I buy so much stuff from them that and it's interesting story behind this. I met them because I was struggling for some gear I really needed for an emergency project, and I couldn't find it anywhere. And of all things, I went on Amazon and I was looking for this gear, and I found somebody was selling some of it on Amazon. And I looked to see who it was, and I clicked on the link and I called in, and the president of the company was the one that answered the phone. And I was like, "Hey, that's me. I'm looking for this, this, and this." And they're like, "Oh yeah, we got some of that in stock." I'm like, "You what?" That was awesome. And we just got to talking, and then I started buying stuff from him ever since. And I've kept tabs with him, and his name's Don over there. And we got to talking one day, and I was telling him about GT Champions, and he just lit up like a Christmas tree and was super excited about that. And he wanted to be a part of that and support what we're doing here. So that's how that relationship got started. So this is not just some out of the blue company. These are people I've worked with and I know, and they're pretty great. So go check them out. I guess that's what you would call an endorsement. from the president of GT Champions. Anyway, and then if you want to get your hands on some pretty boss sim racing gear, reach out to the folks at simracecity.com. You can find them on their website. You can check them on their socials. They're even in our Discord if you happen to be in our Discord, and you can message the folks there. But yeah, Simrace City, you can get their. Oh wait a minute, I gotta do it.
Passion, performance, podium.
Right, I have to do it that way because that is how it goes. I need to get one of those radio voices, not radio, the movie trailer guy. You know, from like 15, 20 years ago. Every movie began with this guy. The action is here. Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, go check them out at simracing.com. And they got some pretty cool stuff going on in the background that's going to be coming out pretty soon. So get in touch with them. And you can talk to Alan. Alan's actually the president of this company is racing in the series, folks. He wasn't in the race today. He must be off doing important Simrace City stuff. But yeah, go check them out, guys. They're great. They're a great crew. Wait, no, don't show that yet, Pix. What are you doing, Pix? Oh no, what the heck was that?
You know, when they go back and rewatch this, they can hit this thing called pause, and then
No, they can't. They can't pause. They can't pause. They can never see that again. So we'll just let that go. Let's see. The World Cup. Hey, I know somebody racing in this one, don't I? Well, I know everybody, but somebody here in the booth with us will be racing in this event later this afternoon.
I'm going to be out in the sand doing push-ups with David Hasselhoff.
Okay. It's going to be a big Willow Springs racetrack, where basically it's sand everywhere you look.
Yep.
And they're going to be out there.
And if you look just over the hill as you come to the top of the track, you'll see me and Hasselhoff over there doing Pilates, because that's about where I'm going to be, out in the sand. We'll see how much actual track time I can keep on.
You have an interesting take on life, and I love that. They're going to be in the GT3 Lexus RCF. I think that's a 2016 version, almost a 10-year-old car. Out at Big Willow. They'll be out there for 2 hours on the hard and medium tire compounds for the day. That's going to be crazy. I'll be back here this afternoon at 7 p.m. Eastern time, doing what Pix does, and I'll be running the cameras and race control and everything else, and we'll have Tatiana and Paul there calling the race. It may be more Paul than Tatiana, because the storms that are going through the southeast right now is pretty. Snow and ice everywhere, down in Atlanta area, and Tatiana's been having power issues for the last 48 hours down there. So it may just be me and Paul, it may be me, Paul, her. We'll see. Just come enjoy the fun. It'll be a lot of fun, interesting times. Oh, and it's going to be in 4K, in case you wanted to see something crisp and clean. Okay, Fry, next weekend, buddy. Let's go! Next weekend.
Oh, I know. I can't wait. Double points. Circle track, pretty much like 2 turns that are really going to maybe separate the field, but everyone's going to have a good slipstream for this one. I can't wait. Double points, fun time, and I just can't wait. I'm going to win this one, by the way, so heads up.
Sounds great, and I'll be doing the broadcast again in 4K on that Saturday. What time is that at? It's at 7 p.m. Eastern. Pretty good. It'll be awesome. It'll be awesome. What else do we have going on besides that? Yeah. Anyway, we'll talk about the coins.
He's being very, very slowly selective on his clicking.
Oops. Oh, no, wait, no, summit.
There's a bug in iRacing today. I don't know what's going on. It's like Porsche.
I thought you did that on purpose. That is awesome.
No. I think it's a bug on my computer.
It must be that it's bringing up a Porsche Cup.
I'm being hacked.
Wow. He's been hacked. That's awesome. Yeah, the winner's coin. That's what everyone's going for here in the Sim Race City F4 Cup that's running right now, and in the Porsche Cup. Nope, in the wait a minute. What other event? Oh, the World Cup and the MX5 Cup. All of these events, the winners are searching to get one of these coveted coins, and we know our guy Till, our live race steward here with us today. He's got one of these suckers, and he actually shared a picture of it one day. And the thing's huge, guys. It's like it fills up the palm of your hand, and it's thick. As a matter of fact, do I have time for a quick story about the coins shipping to Germany when I had to send them there? So I go to the post office to ship these coins, and the lady says, "What's in there?" I said, "It's a winner's coin like medallion." Oh, because she was like, I have to figure out what way to send this thing. And I'm like, why? Well, you can't send coins to Germany. I'm like, well, it's not money. It's not made out of gold. I'm not that rich. It just looks like it, right? And it's painted. And I showed her a picture of it. She's like, I don't have any way to put that into the system so that it will go. And then she found something she could like kind of flub it a little bit so that we could get it out there. But going forward now, I'm just going to have to not let any people from Germany win races or win coins because it's too much of a... No, I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah, it was fun. It was a fun little moment with the post office. And I guess Germany says they don't want anything like that coming through. So anywho, well, welcome back. It is round 4, race number 2. Or is it race 4, round number 2? I always get that backwards. No, it's right there in front of me. Look at that. So we're at Sonoma Raceway on the open wheel circuit. Way different from the last race these drivers raced. They were on the NASCAR track, which cuts out the entire middle section that heads from the top of the hill back down to the start, right near the start of the drag strip, and then back up half the drag strip to meet back up to where the NASCAR track was. So this big long loop section is missing from that track. And then the S's coming down the hill are cut off with a straightaway and then basically a chicane in the middle of it. And then you don't even have the full turn. Like if you look at the map at turn 8A, normally that's a right-hand turn that keeps going and then comes back, and then you have the turn 10, but now there's turn 9 mixed in there. And turn 11 is not at the tire barrier where everybody thinks it is. It's actually right at the starter tower for the drag strip. And it's just cones. It's a cones turn. It's not, it's like they just cut through a parking lot. So yeah, it's gonna be a fantastic race. This one is about 2.2 miles long. My home track, baby. I love it. And Simon, I tried pronouncing his name in French, and I can't do it. I don't want to insult the guy. Simon Simon Pagenaud. That's what I was going to say. Anyway, all right.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Hey, listen, nailed it. Sure. Yeah, my mouth doesn't move that way.
It's anyway, actually just Simon Pagenaud.
Is it Pagenaud?
Yeah, Simon Pagenaud. That's it.
No. Right? That's how Americans say it. That's not how it's pronounced.
I was trying to do the French saying.
I've been saying his name that way because he's been racing for most of my life.
Know.
So yeah,
I've seen him.
Simon Pagenaud.
Yeah, I've seen
him. All right,
him.
Till, how do you pronounce it? Let's go. I'm gonna put him on the spot.
Till,
how do you say that driver's name?
In German.
Which driver? Sorry.
Simon Pagenaud, the guy on the screen there with the fastest lap record.
Oh God. I don't know. Simon Pagenaud.
You can tell Fry doesn't watch IndyCar.
Anyway, this track is a load of fun, and I don't foresee any of the guys hitting those times because they're different cars. I mean, those are Indy cars. We're in F4 cars, so the times are going to be skewed. But if these drivers did not practice this track, they're in for a giant problem. There's a lot that goes into this track. First of all, I don't know if we can go on board with anybody that's coming out of turn 7 and maybe go on like a chase view so I can kind of show people what's the difference between these two. All right, so this is the new part. Oh, here we go. Perfect. So from here, you're going to see there's a left and then a right and then the left. And normally then you go to around this corner and you stay to the right, but here you go straight over. So you see the track goes way over to the right. And then you have this hairpin or this chicane that gets you back into that part of the track. And then normally you're full send all the way through here, which is still here. And then you head all the way down to that hairpin. But watch, you're going to see some cones right here. There's our turn. So we cut off that whole section of the track and you go through this kind of parking lot area. So that is the back half of the track that's a little bit different that they're probably not used to. All of this first 4 corners are all the same. You got this turn 1 and 2. And then, oh, we're back to the chicane. Got it. So I was looking for somebody that was coming up near turns 3 and 4 and seeing if we can find anybody. I don't see anybody else on the track. So we're just let's watch Koztek do it. Maybe we can, he won the last lap. Let's see if we can watch him go for a race. But so coming up here to turn 1, that's probably his second lap and he's going to stop, of course. It figures. Well, Aaron, you can actually see it right there. There's that big loop section that comes from the right. And this is, which lap is this for Jordan? Oh, okay. Oh, here we go. Perfect. All right. Turn 1. Go ahead.
If you're used to one layout on this track, when you go into that last corner, I swear I probably missed that 6 times before I finally figured out I had to make a right-hand turn.
Now watch this. Here's the right-hand turn. The last time they went straight. Now this is right-hand turn. And it's going to take them down into this long left-hander that you see in the center of the track map. And they're going to come right around this corner, and then they're going to get right back out onto the drag strip. So this is the runoff for the drag strip right here. So all the way back up the hill, and right to the left up there is where the NASCAR circuit is, and this is where they're rejoining that. So this is where they rejoin the NASCAR circuit, and then they get these couple of S's here that we talked about, and then into that. This gets hard because you're right here, you're trying to stay to the right, but you want to roll to the left, and it's hard. You saw that a little bit of a correction in the wheel because you're like, ooh, it's a little bit blind when you're in the cockpit. You can't really see where the track is. You're just kind of following the rubber on the road, so to speak. And there's the start tower. Gonna go right around that through the parking lot. So, whoa, good correction. Nice save, Rory. All right, we're gonna watch how Rory drives.
You see, yeah, he's got that back end just hanging on. We call it a saggy back end. I mean, that thing is just sideways going through the corners.
He's taking advantage of the fact that we have a higher downforce in the back.
How about this? We give everyone higher downforce except him.
if you could do that, it would be great. But you can see he's pushing it, and what's nice is you can go almost full throttle through these corners now for the other drivers. And the what's nice about it is that front end, it induces some understeer, so it's not such an oversteery car. So a little easier to handle, a little bit different.
I always wanted to see, I like the layout, but right at the end, I want to see him use the NASCAR corner, the one with the tire barriers.
For the last lap, everyone has to do that, go around that.
Or like or do it like they do the rally races where that's where everybody starts to start the race or something. Oh, I just want to see him keep going straight right here and go around that big swooping corner down there. I always just thought it'd be fun to watch the Indy cars try to go through there.
Yeah, well, they did it the first round that we were there because that was the NASCAR track is what we ran the first time around. So they got that was a fast lap. A 1:28.5. See, that's 10 seconds slower than the IndyCar, but I don't know if the IndyCar was running the same exact layout. I don't think
I'm
the
sure.
IndyCars were 10 seconds faster through that. Do you think?
Yo, yeah, I could see that.
I guess they could be.
I mean, it's only an F4 car, not an F1 car. I mean, the age-old question: can the F1 car outrun what is it, the 750 motorcycle? And the answer is yes, very much, but not in a straight line.
Yeah, not in a straight line. And look, those are some of the supporters here of GT Champions that have donated financially to that. And Till has been added to that one. And generally speaking, I did do a super chat or whatever yesterday, so I should be on this list. Donating to ourselves. These are all people who have supported us here at GT Champions financially and sent us donations or super chats and things like that. So thanks to all of those guys. Hannum, Lee, Warwick, David, Steven, Morgan, Mike, Mikkel. Yeah, it does take a village, and we've got a pretty great village. I have to say, I'm really enjoying our community of people. And one of these days, I need to figure out who Chris Kind is. He comes and watches all of our races. He's always watching and keeping an eye on things. And I'm trying to tie him to an existing driver, maybe, or
Well, Chris, do you
maybe he
know
can
why
tell us.
he's always here and he's always on time and he's always very kind? Because he's very crisp and he's very kind.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, let's go with the grease.
Rory O'Shea gonna lead us off. Patrick Rich. It was funny, damn it. Costa in third, Mateo Jacinto in fourth, Michael Cook in fifth, Jordan Navarro. See, I told him he could make it. He's like, what's the point? Well, you get to race. That's the point. So Jordan Navarro will join us. Hopefully he's got his camera on and his Grinch mask ready to go. Rafael Rodriguez in seventh, Steven Saunders in eighth, Andre Duna in ninth, Billy J. Sigmund in 10th, Rick Javolka in 11th, and Corey Vaughn in 12th. We should have one more, right? There you are. Frank Nunzio.
Frank!
And wherever you are in Texas, Frank, I mean, I hope you didn't get the snow or the rain or the people in the middle who got the rain and the snow.
What about the ones that got the freaking thunder in the snow? Like
Yeah,
snow
no.
thunder.
I watched the weather go through, and I see one little section in the middle where it was raining and snowing, and I'm like, if I saw that, I would probably move.
All right, it looks like we're waiting for Patrick Rich to grid. Everyone else is out there. Oh, Michael Cook said, you know what? I'm going to go back for a second, and I'm going to change something and then come back to the grid. There he goes. And Billy says, well, I'm going to do it too. So a couple drivers gridding, leaving. Oh, here we go. All right, Rory's going to be up front. Patrick Rich right by side teammates. Coming off the start-finish. Go, go, go. Oh, some really slow response times in the back. Look at that. Rory up front. What a shocker. And then out goes Rich in second. A battle for that third spot. That is Koztek and one of the... Ooh, that was close. That was close. Look, everyone's taking off. There we go. I like it. All single file up through here is the best medicine. Not a lot of overtaking is going to happen going up through there. That's keep the wheels on the asphalt. That's what it is. Nice cold tires. They got to get those up to temperature before they lose out. Everyone's holding it together. And Mateo running in third. He's just ahead of Kostek, who was poised to win the last race. Oh no. Who's that? That was Kostek blinking this time. Okay, hairpin, sharp right-hander, hold it together, everybody. Let's see if everybody remembers how this new configuration is down the hill. Once you get into race mode, you begin to forget what you were doing before.
It's the old force of habit. When you come down here, I'm thinking they're going to do it right now. They're going to come down here and go all the way down to the tires, but they're not going to do that. They're going to stop short.
Yeah, and there's not really any braking markers that are.
Oh.
Yep,
Hey.
yeah, you call it. You called it. Oh, wait. There we go. Ooh, that was close.
Koscheck is not having a great round 4.
Yep. Jordan Navarro gets the move done and moves up and over Rafael Rodriguez into 4th place. Rafael, let's hope his connection is a little bit better this time. I did send a message to the driver, but he was probably busy trying to do qualifying in practice.
Chris, can you please give Jordan a black flag?
Uh-oh, what happened to Jordan?
He doesn't have his camera on.
Oh, that's funny. I thought you were serious. I was reaching over to hit the button. What am I doing that for? Good. That's good, Pix. Good job.
Disqualification.
Come on, Jordan.
No camera. Come on, man.
He did stay with the Grinch gloves. They were very uncomfortable. His hands hurt, and they were very sweaty. So he was not looking forward to putting those back on, but we definitely appreciated the festive look.
Yep.
And I think he was running a little late, so he didn't get his camera up.
While we were talking about that, Mateo takes over the 2nd position from Patrick Rich. So he splits the high pre-drivers to 1 and 3. This little battle right here between Kozdek. Here we go. Oh, yes. Up the inside into the hairpin. On the brakes, hold it together. And wow, he goes really wide. They both went really wide through there. Well, that's one way to get an overtake done.
Yeah.
Probably not great on the tires, but... Oh, wait. Did Patrick Rich just get back around him? Oh, that's Steven Saunders. That's Steven Saunders in 6th there. Okay.
Oh, nice.
It was
little
the same
group back
2
there.
liveries. Oh, these guys are having a blast. Look at them go.
Koscheck going to do his best to come back from another drama. Oh, gain 1 right there. Gets around Cook.
But I'm reminding myself I want to get some feedback from the drivers after these 2 rounds to find out how they like the setup. Not that it's going to change, but I'm just curious how they like the setup. It seems like the drivers are able to hold it together a little bit longer. It's keeping things a little bit closer. Ooh, wow.
Koscheck not exactly having the easiest time driving back up through the field. You can tell he's a little bit quicker than a few of these guys in the back, but it's you only got a couple places to pass.
Wow.
Yeah. That's not breaking slipstream. That's not I don't even know if that was defensive.
Now look at that's Andre. He and Andre have battled over and over again during this series. So getting around to Andre not going to be easy. Andre got to get around Steven Saunders in front of him and try to get him in between. But this track is not the easiest track to get an overtake done. Oh my gosh, Koscheck is trying to get around there. Steven Saunders, he's running solidly in 6th, just needs to hold it together. If these guys need to overtake him, they're going to have to do it the hard way. A little lockup there from Steven. Oh, wow. Duna out into the grass, and that made it easy for Koscheck right there.
Now Koscheck will focus on Mr. Saunders and see if he can gain another spot. Steven looking to have a much better race than he did in the first round. Or race 1, I mean.
And Steven Saunders is probably one of my favorite race car drivers that we have around. Not that I have that I play favorites. I just like that he shows up every race and he doesn't give up and he races to the end no matter what. I mean, unless the car is broken for 2 hours, a repair, right? But oh, who's that blinking? Oh, it's Rafael, and he causes another challenge. He causes another incident. Oh my goodness! I think I might have to DQ him from the race so he doesn't ruin it for some other people. He may not like it, but
wow, I thought I saw something there. Koscheck just got into it with Duna. Little drama there, and Steven Saunders now stuck in between them. I think they just kind of touched going into that last corner. I don't see any damage on anyone's car. But this little group right here is a racy little group.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's Cook, Duna, Saunders, and Koscheck.
I feel like I think I need to let Rafael Rodriguez go from the race because it's not that he's dangerous, but the blinking is really dangerous. Well, yeah, he's fixing the car.
He's in the pits right now, probably doing fast repairs.
No,
another award that we probably need to give out would be like a lucky rabbit's foot or something, because we have like a few drivers that we just need. Like, we gotta find these guys some good luck because they run good every time, and then it's just there you go. There's that guy at that time and place, and we gotta get him something. Oh
no!
Yeah. We're going to have to do
Rafael Rodriguez back out on the track. He's up in Sector 1 right now, and the leader's coming up on him.
Koscheck went a little hard into the famous corner of, I forgot I had to make a right there. Locks up the brakes, loses a little spot.
I did see a notice that Rafael Rodriguez put out that said he's going to report the incident, and I don't think he realizes that he wasn't there, that nobody could see him, and I think that's one of the challenges.
Well, I think it's one thing you see what you see on your screen, but when you go back and watch a replay, it's hopefully humbling for him to look at it and go, "Oh, I did not realize that." So, it's understandable from their point of view; they don't see that. But we're seeing it. All the drivers are seeing it. So he's that guy that's kind of having some issues with the internet or whatever it is that's causing that problem. So hopefully, once he sees the replay, he'll understand.
We'll see how it goes. Poor Steven in the pits. Boy, it's tough. These cars. Now, if these were 2-hour-long races, these kind of things can be overcome. All right, yes, so the race leader coming up to Rafael. Now, after last race, Rory O'Shea has clinched the championship. There's not a driver in there that could earn enough points, even if he showed up to 0 races. So, I guess we could say congratulations, but when we talk to him after the race and for interviews, we can tell him. That'll be fun. All right, look at these guys. Battle for 4th, all 3 of them. Whoa, Mr. Cook getting a little slidey through there. No, don't touch. Oh. And Jordan is probably looking in his mirror. It's like, you guys keep doing that while I drive away.
About 3 turns ago, Michael Cook was all over the back of Jordan Navarro, and now in those few turns with them side by side, look at the gap that he's opened up. That's what we like to call breathing space.
Yes, breathing space. Over under, maybe. Ooh, gets wide out there. But look at this. This is exactly what Mr. Navarro needs. Get these guys to battle it out. Oh. Guys, I so badly want to be in these cars racing with these guys. I really do. And especially on this track. Oh my gosh.
He needs a helmet tear off.
Yeah.
Look how dirty that thing is.
It'll tear off once it gets to a certain obscurity. It also depends on how the light's touching it. But I wonder if I should join in like one or two of the races in between, just to surprise everybody. Be like, oh crap, he's here. No,
we could definitely do that.
They wouldn't be worried about me.
You could play spoiler alert.
No, I'm not going to spoil races. I don't want to take away points. There's championships happening. I mean, I could obviously just not count myself and just take myself out and everybody moves up a place behind me, but I would hate to. Could you imagine if I caused an incident to somebody? No. I'll just wreck some people tomorrow when we race on the oval.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I guarantee you that some people will still really like you if you maybe wrecked a few people. You know, they would be your best friend, but those other people might not like you too much. So, you know.
Well,
it's
Alan's
slope.
telling me I should, and it's his series. He's sponsoring. So I guess if he says I should, then I probably should.
I mean,
and I have to run his livery. He says.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay.
maybe Alan can make you a special livery. I'll send him a few ideas.
Oh yeah, I would have to. I need to run an agnostic livery. I can't run. I'm in this weird little scenario where RWB, I'm kind of like the team principal for those guys, but I don't race on the team. I race with Hypre. So, and I told them I always would because, you know, when I first started iRacing, they invited me to come along. But I did put together an RWB team because a bunch of the guys that were racing in Gran Turismo are wanting to race in iRacing. I was like, well, here, let's do a team so I can make liveries for you guys and have a legitimate team. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of like being a team principal and then racing with a different team. It's a weird one. But anyway, it's all good. It's a lot of fun. It's sim racing. You can do what we want here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm just saying we put like maybe one of my midweek madness liveries on your car or something like that. You know, we could do that.
No, your stuff is too busy and too hard to read.
It's not too hard to read. It's very obvious to read. It's probably why I go to the HR office a lot. But either way, it's still funny.
Oh my goodness. Well, I guess, Alan, if you want to. Let's see, what are we racing next week while we're watching? Fry, why don't you...
Oh, yeah. I want you to go look, because I want you... You know what? We could just say, hey, Pix, put it up on the screen real quick, and he'll tell us. And then you're racing next week. How about that?
It would be Watkins Glen and Laguna Seca. I could super do those two tracks. I don't want to be in the last one. I want to be broadcasting in the last one. But I don't know. We'll talk about it. I just don't want to be that guy that ruins it for people. That's what I don't want.
Well, you do that in the commentating booth anyway. So, I mean, what's the difference?
Wow. Wow. Okay. Uh-oh. Jordan gets a little bit late on the brakes there.
You know, I mean, he's doing pretty good for a guy that probably didn't really warm much or have much practice time. So, I mean, jumping in, having a pretty good run up until that point.
Well, I'm wondering, look how much closer all these guys are racing with each other. That setup has definitely kept a little bit more raciness between the drivers, which I'm kind of enjoying. Like, Kostek is not just plowing his way through this field like you would expect him to do. The other drivers have a little bit more competitive of a car than they had before for their driving style, right? I guess I should say. Oh, man, those billboards on the left bring back memories. They didn't used to have those there.
Oh, it's race.
Whoa.
He does it every time. Oh, he does it every time.
He's got dirty tires now.
If he could stop being his own worst enemy on this track, he could probably run up front. Whoa, Frank goes around. Oh, he's getting a 9 for that. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a good save.
That was a good stall point.
This is such a great series. This really is. Man, we need another dozen cars out on the track, though. Oh, hang in there, Michael.
Yeah.
But what a fun car and series. I'm glad, Alan, if you're listening, I'm glad that you came to us and said you wanted to do something like this. It's not something we typically would do, but we are definitely doing this one over and over and over again. This has been insane. We need to find some people that can give Rory and Kostek and Andre a run for their money, for sure. I mean, I want to see Rory actually have to defend like forever. Now, who was it that was chasing him down a few rounds back? They were like nose to tail for a while. Who was that? Was that Kostek?
Might have been Kostek.
I think it was.
I want to see him on an oval track, maybe like Iowa.
Well, these cars aren't really designed for oval racing, really.
Yeah, Indy cars run at Iowa. They can run.
No,
there.
I know that. But Indy cars are so different from these because
I know.
Just the aerodynamics and the motor. I think they have like 200 more horsepower than these cars.
We need to race this. We need to race this in Canadian Tire Motorsports Park.
Canadian Tire. That's where we should go. Will that be the USA Tire Motorsports Park if someone has their way?
Ew! No. I'm
kidding. Nope.
I'm closing the stream.
We're not gonna go there
right now. Goodbye. I'm muting Chris.
He's muting me.
Yeah,
that was bad. All right, moving on. Mateo up in second, 9 seconds to the leader, so he's just going to have to be okay with second place for now. Patrick Rich is only a couple seconds back from that. So there's still some time for Patrick Rich to get himself up there, but Mateo passed him a while ago when he got in that second place, and he put some time against him. He's already put a couple of seconds on him. But these guys back here, Andre, Kostek, Michael, and there's Jordan too. They're all they might as well just be stuck together with a rope or something. They've been in that same position for a long time.
Yeah, pretty much the whole race. These guys, they kind of pull away, and then somebody will slip up, make a mistake. Somebody will do something else. Jordan had kind of driven away from him a little bit. We saw that he had a little drama coming out of a corner, but the time that he lost just kind of brought them closer to him. So he's still holding the spot. Cook is just having a great weekend so far. He's had a great first race and having a good second one. Still can't get around Jordan, trying everything he can.
Yeah, Michael Cook had a podium position. Oh, hang in there. Oh, no, he overdrove it. Oh, commentator's curse strikes again.
And you're worried about being on track?
Yeah, because I'll probably destroy everyone. No. Oh, that's why. Okay, Alan says I can race his spot because his rig is torn down for their move. I think they're moving into a new warehouse.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Oh, that was close.
Oh, that wasn't going to work. He was too low going into that corner. No way he was going to make that pass.
Alan, I'll take you up on that. Send me a link to your livery, and I'll do some practice, and maybe I'll jump in 1 or 2 rounds. Whoa, that was close. Oh, did Jordan just go around too?
Yeah, Jordan went around.
Wow.
Trying not to hit the 2 cars in front of him.
Went from bad to worse. I'm sure we'll get a replay on that one because that looked like it was a bunch of just accordion effect for those guys. That was that was close. I guess I'll race the Sim Race City car next weekend. That sounds fun. I think we could do. Oh no, are we doing the race next weekend? I think we are. Yes, we are. All right, let's see. Oh, he's just on the brakes a little bit too much.
Yeah, I thought maybe he was trying to avoid those 2 because they were just battling through every single corner. And
yeah, Andre and Kostek both going off the track. Monkey see, monkey do.
Hey, I was following you.
It's your fault. Out into the dirty marbles. Not going to get a very good run from the guy behind him.
Looking for that big run down this long drag straightaway. Not going to make it, but every time that Duna goes low, blocking that corner, Kostek gets a good run down this hill all over the back of him. He's been setting him up each time for this corner, trying to make the pass happen right here.
Oh, wow, look at this. There he goes.
Nope, takes a look. Duna still taking the defensive line, not letting Kostek get any kind of arrow or any kind of slip to get through.
Oh, is that Raphael they're coming up on? It looked like he was There was smoke coming out of his car. Late on the brakes.
Hot.
Wow, these dudes are throwing it around. This is awesome.
Still
Who's
side
gonna
by
be?
side.
Oh, this is gonna be brave. Oh my
Kostek will
god.
have the inside and the advantage going into this corner. If Duna can hang on the outside, he'll have the advantage. No. Kostek gets the move done. Duna
these
still
guys
not
put on a
over.
show.
Duna all over the back of Kostek, still left to right, trying everything he can. Don't do that.
He's even trying to use the other parts of the track to get by. Man.
I mean, use it up. Leave it out. 4 minutes left to go to see who can come home with that top 5 spot. So, yeah, that is for the top 5. I mean, you got to get a top 5.
Yeah. And, hey, the battle for 9th with Corey and Frank, they're only separated by about half a second, too. So there's little battles happening everywhere. And it looks like our leader is about to put 8th place or 7th place a lap down. Nope. Who is that that's racing up by him? Oh well. Now that other yellow car you saw, that was Rob. Oh, that's one way. That's one way, but not the right way.
Duna goes in a little too hot.
Yeah, those guys have been just abusing the tires on these cars, trying to get these sprint races put together. My goodness. Michael doing great. He was podiumed in the first race. He's sitting in 4th right now. It's a little far from Patrick Rich to get that spot unless, something happens to those guys. Patrick and Mateo still about 2 seconds apart, almost 3 seconds.
About a lap and a half to go, so we'll see what happens in that lap and a half. You never know. It could rain or something.
Well, all of the drivers are probably hearing, you have 2 laps of fuel left. Because that's about how much fuel was in these cars. So we'll see if they were paying attention.
Well, that'll make things, really exciting at the end if they weren't.
Yep. Oh, no. Frank sees him going off track in front of him, and he's going to get that spot.
I think Vaughn had no choice but to kind of let him go at that point. I'm sure he had some nice sandy, dirty tires. I will have those later tonight. Lots of sand and dirt on my tires. Might even jump a hill or two if I feel like it.
Yeah, Big Willow, that's that place can get you. I do really well at that track with the exception of the final turn, the big long one.
Yep.
The last part where you're coming out, I never get the exit right. I never get on the throttle at the right spot. I'm either way under where I need to be, or I'm out in the dirt, understeering off the track because I went too far out. Like that, I never get it right. It's my Achilles heel track. Wow, Kostek up to that battle now. Look at that.
Michael Cook just hanging on to 4th.
Has the leader come across the start-finish line? Where is he? Oh, this might be there. What the heck just happened to Kostek? What the heck? Did he just not brake?
I think he forgot.
That's weird. I think the leader is going to... Yeah, the race is going to be over. So Rory O'Shea's in the final corner now, and he'll be taking the checkered flag now. So congratulations. That's another win for Rory. My, oh my. He's making it happen today. Congratulations. Patrick Rich is going to come home in 3rd, but... Don't
do that.
Patrick's probably like, let's go. Oh, Mateo gets the 2nd spot. Nice job, Mateo. Good job.
That was a close one at the end. I mean, when I say anything can happen,
yep.
You never know.
Yep. These guys are just, Jordan didn't have the best race. I know he wanted something else out of it, but
he had some good spots, but I'll at least kind of defend him. He hasn't probably had time to warm up or practice or really race. So I feel it. I feel him on that one. At
Who
some
had the
point, I will
fastest lap of
practice.
the race? Was that I think that was Rory probably.
Yeah,
I think it
I
was.
think
Yeah.
think Rory has cemented himself as the champion.
Oh yeah, that's a done deal right there.
But I want to point out that we saw this guy named Alberto Alvarez do this in a series, and everybody was like, "Man, it ain't no fun. He just outruns everybody, and then he's always winning." And then we got to the next season, and all of a sudden he wasn't outrunning everybody. Everybody kind of caught up to him, and he ain't the points leader now. So don't get discouraged when all you guys are watching one guy kind of come out and dominate our opening inaugural season, if you will, because there's still time. Everybody gets in. Everybody can catch this guy. He ain't that fast.
Yep.
But Rory is going to take the win. Matteo Jacinto with a great run in second. Patrick Rich in third. Michael Cook Jr. in fourth. Andre Duna in fifth. Koscheck Solo in sixth. Jordan Navarro in seventh. Rick Javorka in eighth. Frank Nunzio in ninth. Great top 10 run. Corey Vaughn rounds second top 10. Rafael Rodriguez in 11th, Billy J. Sigmund in 12th, and Steven Saunders in 13th. And of course, if you like the action, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and come race with us.
I'm working on it.
And getting a few drivers for the interviews and stuff to see who wants to come chat with us. Don't forget, next Saturday, right around 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, we will be at round 5 for race 2, Watkins Glen, and then Laguna. And a little added bonus that we just kind of worked out, we'll work out a few details during the week, is that Chris will be in a car for at least one or two of those races. So, if you guys have any little commentating issues, maybe a little commentating curse, you want to put a little donut
now.
on top.
Stop right now. We don't need any of that talk. Hey, I got to tell you, did you know that in this round we had 2 drivers with 0 incident points?
No way.
Patrick Rich and Frank Nunzio. Neither one of them had any incident points that I can see.
Nice.
So that'd be interesting to see how that works out. But guess who's here to visit with us today? Patrick Rich. Buddy, you there?
Yeah, hey, how you doing?
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, I've met you before, I think.
I think so. Hey, look at you out on the podium places, man. Congratulations, dude. Good job.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I had to make up for yesterday. It was a stink, one little move. Yeah, that was butt cheek clenching.
What do you think of the track?
Sonoma's chicane is not my best friend. That's a really difficult one. I spent a lot of time last night trying to practice it, but the Long Beach just seems to be my lucky course. I don't know why, and I hate the track. I truly do.
Tell me how you really feel.
It's not enjoyable for me the entire time. Like, I know if you're racing, you're supposed to always be on edge, and that's exactly how you know if you're racing. But man, I'm really on edge on that one the entire time.
Yep. It's a tough one. It's not for the faint of heart. I think a lot of people take for granted the tracks that are so popular that everybody races on. But this is a track that most people go, okay, I did not see that coming.
Yeah,
So
it's challenging, definitely, for sure. I swear you guys pick these tracks just to watch the crashes.
no. Why would we ever do such a thing?
Yeah, right. I know there's a crash reel secretly.
Yeah, if we want to see that, we just put Chris on
We're
track.
saving it. Fix has all of them. We're I think you're right in like the top 3 of the best No, I'm kidding. So I'm gonna ask the rest of the guys this question too when we get to them. But the setup, little different for the car this second half of the season. Does it feel better, worse, indifferent? Is it harder to keep the thing under control? You said it was pretty difficult. Is it worse than it was before or different?
I don't like it as much. I don't. I definitely feel like it turns. You know what? It definitely has more turn to it, but I don't think that's better. There might be some people that the turns might be the whole. I mean, I really don't know. I didn't know anybody was complaining in the first place, to be honest with you. So no, this setup to me, it's just how turny the car is. If that's a word, it's not a word, but it's okay. But yeah, that thing will pivot on a dime.
Yeah, it's got a little bit more understeer in the front and a little bit
Sure.
more oversteer in the rear to help stabilize the car a little bit. Plus, we didn't want to make it super easy on you guys the whole season long, right?
Well, yeah, that's why you got Rory in there. It didn't look like it bothered him at all.
No, it didn't. Oh man. Well, congratulations, man. Any shout outs before we talk to P2?
Same old, to my daughter Madison. And thanks to you guys again for giving a boring or single old dad something to do. And I still don't have a sponsor. Anyways.
Oh, well, you know what? Hey, Madison, your dad did great today. You did a podium finish, Madison.
Hey.
There you go, Madison.
Thanks a lot. And congratulations to the other guys, man. Those guys are aliens.
Awesome. Thanks, dude.
All right. Yep. Bye.
All right. Mateo, P number 2.
Yeah,
Nice job,
thank
man.
you. Thank you.
It took a few laps to get around Patrick, but once you did, you got to some clear track in front of you, got all the downforce your car needed, and you kind of started driving away there a little bit, and that had to be nice. But otherwise, how did your race go?
Pretty bad, to be honest, because I don't like the track and the new setup, to be honest. I was faster than the previous setup, but
Oh yeah, it was definitely a faster setup, that's for sure.
But I race with a lot of security, and I take the P2 pretty easy, to be honest.
Okay. Well, those are some good points, man. And you managed to pull out a second place and get on the podium, even with a car that you didn't necessarily agree with. But we'll give it. It'll come together. It'll come together. Yes, it's a slower car, not necessarily slower in how fast it goes, but slower as in it's not on the edge as much as it is. So good. No, this is feedback that we're looking for. So, any shout outs before we head up to our race winner?
Yeah, I want to take my team to trust, to believe in me, and yeah, thank you guys. It's a cool league, a lot of great driver, good battle.
What's the team's name? Because we see the liveries, but we don't know the team's name.
Yeah, the team names, it's Dynamo Esport.
Ah, nice, cool. That's awesome.
Did you say Dynamo?
Yeah, Dynamo.
Okay, Dynamo Esports. Nice. Well, congratulations again, man. Good job.
Thank you.
All right. And last but certainly not least, going to be Rory out in front. Rory, good race, man. Nice job.
Thanks. Yeah, I was really happy with how both races went, especially not being able to qualify in the first race, which is fair enough. I was really happy to get both wins because I really wasn't expecting it, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, I would ask you how do you like the setup of the car, but it seems like no matter what happens, you still find yourself up at the front. You adapt, you change, and you win. That seems to be your motto, yeah?
Yeah, that's exactly it. Like, the setup is different, so I kind of adapted how I was driving. Like, you said that there's more understeer in the car, so I'm kind of using it to push the front of the car a little bit more. Like, I don't have to worry about tire wear in these kind of short enough races. So I'm kind of just, especially like turn forwards and all that, I'm just turning in very aggressively into that corner, and it just works because the car is slightly more stable on the rear than it was previously. So it's not really any slower to set up. I'm happy enough with it.
Yeah, you did good. I just would like to say, after today's races, you have clinched the championship. The next closest person, Costech, even if you didn't, and by the way, I'll preface this by saying if you don't show up for the rest of the races, I'm going to take it from you. But the Costech, if he won every single race and you didn't show up and he got all the bonus points, he'd be behind you by 1 point at the end of the season. So you've done good. You did everything you needed to do the first half of the season. Now you just need to spend the rest of the season figuring out the setup on the car and the different track combinations and having a great time. That's your next move. So congratulations, man. Good job.
Thanks. Really delighted about that. I wasn't sure how the season was going to go once it started, so I'm really happy to kind of get it wrapped up a few rounds early. But the next few rounds should be a fun. I've heard there might be a little bit of rain and stuff like that, so I'm sure it won't be easy.
Yeah, we got 2 more race weekends left for the series to finish up, but yeah, congratulations, man. It's stellar race. I know there's some guys on this in this series that can keep up with you. I just they something happens, usually, and then that gap opens up, and once the gap opens up, it's like you just say goodbye. So
Yeah, well, especially Kostek in the first race, like he was gone. There was no catching him until he just made one little mistake, which I kind of felt bad for him for because he had that race easily
yeah.
won. But I think it's just having to keep it consistent through the whole season, really. Even if you're not winning, it's just keeping it on the track and keeping it out of the wall, especially at Long Beach.
Yeah, especially at Long Beach. Well, we've had this discussion, and it looks like for Laguna and oh crap, I forgot what the other one was already. I don't know why I forget these things.
Watkins Glen.
Watkins Glen. So Laguna and Watkins Glen are next weekend, and I have been convinced to drive the Sim Race City car for Alan those 2 races.
Okay.
So now I have to go practice that and the 24-hour.
Yeah,
I have to practice both of these things.
It's gonna be a busy week.
It's going to be a very busy weekend. That is for sure. So, oh man, congratulations, man. That's a lot of fun. And no, people are probably thinking, oh sure, bring in a ringer to give the SRC guys, the championship win. Nope, he had to earn it. As a matter of fact, a lot of people may not even realize we had to give him a penalty for an incident that he had at Watkins Glen the last weekend we raced. It happens, right? Even the champion sometimes makes a mistake.
Yeah,
And
it was like I made a mistake. I spun. Then I was trying to go back through the field, and I was too desperate to make up another position, which was stupid considering it was literally the last lap. So yeah, no, it happens to anyone. But that's why you have to try and cut out those mistakes. You don't want to ruin your own championship or someone else's either.
yeah.
And Rory, to be fair, for the last 4 races, we're going to let you pick between your front wing or the rear wing. You only get one. So, I'm just kidding.
Actually, the Alan from Sim Race City says that you have to race with 3 tires on the next race. So, anyway, I think that's funny.
I've done that on a kart with 3 inflated tires, and one is completely flat. It kind of works, to be honest, but not really.
We'll put that
really
little
good grip on
parachute
one
on the
turn.
back of the car, like they'd use when you're running.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, well, hey, Roy, any shout outs before we let you go party hardy?
Shout out to you guys putting on the championship. It's going really well so far. Alan and SRC for sponsoring as well, and the rest of the sponsors. I know High Pre as well, the team taking on the bigger 24-hour race next week. So looking forward to that, and hopefully we can get a win, at least one of the cars now.
Yep, awesome. Congrats, man. Good job.
Thank
Yay.
you.
Yay.
Thank you.
Congrats, Rory.
Thanks.
All right. Wow. That was a fun race. That's one of my favorite tracks. all the different, there's so many different combinations you can run there, and it's such an understated track. Like it really is. And I think once people get to race on it for a little while, they were like, okay, it's got everything. It's got hills. It's got, you come up out of turn 1 into turn 2, and you've got all the weight coming off the car, and you got to be really careful with it and everything. It's going to be a lot of fun. But next week, people, we're going to be back, and it's going to be a heck of a race because we've got the full length Watkins Glen track that we'll be racing at. So with the boot. So we'll be there. So that'll be a lot of fun. So be there for that. Be there or be square. And then right after, one more time at Laguna Seca, the track configuration for the last 3 rounds of the series are going to be the same as they were in the first 3 rounds. So Watkins Glen, though, a whole new layout with the boot. So that'll change a few things for some drivers, give it a little extra time to catch a driver if you need to on the last final laps. And then to Laguna Seca. That'll be a lot of fun. And I guess I'm going to be racing in the Sim Race City car. I guess I've been voluntold that I'm doing it. So that'll be fun. I guess I need to get some practice in there. So I guess I'll have to get my race camera turned on and make sure that you guys can see me. And Fry, I guess it'll be up to you to run the show.
Yep, and don't forget tomorrow, and we're gonna put out, some little info on the Discord about maybe running a little Sunday fun day tomorrow. If we get enough people, we might have it streamed, but we're gonna try to do some Group 3 or GT3 cars on a circle track. Maybe one they actually do, maybe one they actually don't. Who knows? Either way, it's gonna be fun. Not a lot of practice going to be required, so not a lot of technical racing. So if anybody wants to join, come out and just have some fun, please join us.
I'd like to be clear that the tracks are ovals, not circles. I mean, just to put that out there.
I may pick a circle track. You know what I mean?
There is a circle track out here.
Put you on a dead circle track and have you start the back.
I haven't raced on it. It's called like the Centipede or something. What is it called? I don't remember what the thing is called.
Yeah, centripetal. Centripetal, yeah.
Yeah, it's so there's definitely one of those. All right, so tonight, folks, 7 p.m. Eastern, in just about 5 hours from now, we'll have the World Cup Season 7. I can't believe we're that far into these World Cups. Going to be in the GT3 Lexus RCF out at Willow Springs. I will be there broadcasting in 4K and running all the show. I love when I get to do Pix's job. That's actually lots of fun to do, just focus on all the data and the cameras. And Tatiana and Paul will be back to bring you all the action live. So be here in about 5 hours from now and come watch some great racing with the top drivers in Gran Turismo here at GT Champions. Then next weekend, the MX5 Cup makes its return round 3. Is that right? I think it's round 3. Oh, not that one, Pix. No, there you go. The MX5 Cup will be back and will be at Blue Moon Infield B in Gran Turismo. It's basically half of a tri-oval and then an infield section with a little bridge going over the water. That's a lot of fun. And our guy Fry here will be in that race. And
winning.
Yeah, winning. And it's a double point round, so everybody needs to be here. And I will do the broadcast and commentary for that race live in 4K. Here, so be there, be square. That's at 7 p.m. Eastern time as well. What else do we have going on? We got next week's races that will be back. We talked about those already. Oh yeah, and the folks at Sim Race City. Big shout out to you guys. So far, this series is going great. I'm really enjoying the racing. I think most of the drivers are too, especially Rory. He's probably enjoying it the most of anybody. I guess I get to drive your car for you next week, Alan. So I'll try to do good.
I'll try to do good. But
is Alan sending a rig for that as well?
Oh yeah, Alan, I need a rig. You're gonna have to send the whole thing over here. I may not be able to ever send it back though. Just keeping that, just so you know. And the extra monitors and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, go check him out because big kids, we need toy stores too, and simracecity.com is one of those. And of course, our global sponsor, Origin Micro. Thank you for all that you do out there, folks. Go visit them out at originmicro.com, or you can just email them. They have people that handle both us old school guys and how we want to communicate, and the new crew that doesn't want to ever talk to anybody. They got it all covered for you. Go check them out, originmicro.com, your IT e-commerce superstore. They do have really good deals, and their service, personally speaking, their service is pretty freaking awesome. They're always there, easy to get on the phone. They're not one of these giant companies that are hard to get in touch with. So go check them out, folks. They're good. They're good to go. Oh, all right, Fry. So next week you're gonna take my role, and I'm gonna be out on the track, I guess. So be nice, be kind.
Oh, I'm always nice and kind now. Come on now.
Thanks for being here with us, buddy. Appreciate it.
Always, my friend.
And of course, Till, who sits quietly behind, just watching with us, being a part of the team, and just watching for things that we may miss. And Till, we appreciate all you do, buddy. Thanks. And I thought he was going to say something. He is not. Okay, Pix, thank you for all that you're doing, making everything look pretty and shiny. And I don't know what Fry has to do to get those locks on his head that he wants, like we all have. But he's got to send you like some coffee or something to get you to put some hair on that dome of his. But we'll see how it works. And Itan, thank you, sir, for all that you do, guys. So that's it for today. Thanks for coming by, everybody. We look forward to seeing you next weekend for our next two races at Watkins Glen and Laguna Seca. I'm Chris Ball, and thanks a lot. Have a good one, everyone.
Welcome to Origin Micro, your go-to e-commerce superstore for IT hardware and consumer electronics. With over 2 decades of experience, we've earned a reputation for delivering superior customer service and offering top industry brands at competitive prices. We provide a wide range of products from various manufacturers. From notebooks and desktops to networking equipment and VoIP devices, we've got you covered. Our fully stocked warehouse ensures that you'll find the products you need when you need them. And with our expert team always ready to offer personalized support, you can trust Origin Micro for all your IT needs. Origin Micro, your IT e-commerce superstore, serious deals, superior service.
When you want to be the best, you can't settle for the rest. For anything on iRacing, there's just one name you need, Makoni.
With the launch of Makoni Entertainment and Makoni Competizone alongside Makoni Setup Shop, we now provide the best of the best in setups, paint schemes, coaching, broadcasting, and event organization.
With cars across all 4 license classes, we have what you need to hit the track with confidence. Grab a subscription and save money while going fast at MakoniSetupShop.com/subscriptions.
And remember, at Makoni Setup Shop, there are setups, but your victories.
Are you looking for professional broadcasting on a budget? How about broadcast with colorful commentary, guest commentators, and after-race interviews? Do your league branding and social media graphics need a facelift? Custom results and series graphics looking like a 5th grader did them? Event organization taking up way too much of your time? Engage GTC TV and let us help you show the world your events.